Capricorn, it's Allie. I am finally here for your March 2023 predictions, and I've already prayed and meditated on your cards over the reading. It's actually been pretty interesting seeing some very specific cards that Spirit had come out for your reading. And so I've actually been trying to interpret them here before I hit the go button. And they just told me to go. So first off, you have two different cards here. We have take action without expecting a reward. And then we have become immune to poison. Now these are connected, they're letting me know. I do feel like you've maybe been dealing with an individual, and it could be a boss. It doesn't have to be, but that almost seems like someone in a slight authoritative way, like kind of an authority figure, but I keep getting this feeling of like someone who's too big for their britches. I don't know what that means. I feel like some not so nice words have been exchanged between you and this person. If they haven't been verbally expressed, then somehow through the grapevine, like you both are feeling it. There's definitely some energetic tension there. First of all, I'm hearing Spirit really wants you to be proud of what you accomplished, what you've done. I think you did more. There's something very significant about 4 seasons here for you, 4 seasons of life. And they want you to acknowledge the work that you have already done. Let me read the back of this card. It says, do your best and take action because you love it, not because you expect a reward. When you take action without expecting a reward, you enjoy every action, and you can even receive greater rewards than imagined. What I am getting with this is, I feel like someone really cut you down. Someone really used their words against you, and this has kind of taken the joy. I don't know if joy is the right word, Spirit. Maybe kind of taking the wind out of you. Yeah, I just get this very discouraged feeling, like disappointed in something or someone. So it's saying here on the back of this, become immune to poison. It says the whole world can gossip about you, and if you don't take it personally, you are immune. Immunity to poison in the middle of hell is the gift of the second agreement. Okay, so we are using the 4 agreements deck here. You know, this is a book I have not read yet. I feel terrible that I cannot remember the author's name, but I have just really adored this deck since it was given to me from a wonderful group that I'm involved in called Circling Up. So, hi, Abby. But I have not read this book yet, but if you're familiar with it, and I will definitely try to link that in the description box below, there's something really significant Your guides and spirit are saying, take a look at this book. They're like I said, I have not read it. They're saying it's a quick read, but that there's a lot of like really good, insightful like nuggets of just to help you as you live your life. But again, this is just what your guides are giving me because I haven't actually read it yet. We also received 2 Moonology cards. So this first one here says, look at the bigger picture, but they actually want to concentrate on this one first. Thank you. So this one says, you're very close to achieving your goal. Gibbous Moon. I do feel like you have been in this like proverbial forest where you have not been able to see in front of you. You are about to move into like this incredible clearing where everything that you have been through up until this point, it's like this beautiful, the feeling they're giving me is like this full circle. It's like this beautiful full circle moment where you're able to see all the different puzzle pieces of different things that hurt you, you know, trials, good things that have happened in your life. It's going to be a quintessential turning point for you. And my dog Maggie's like moving her ears, which she seems to do, and I'm really channeling or something. I don't know. I love her so much. But it's like a quintessential turning point in your existence, and it feels very, very cool. I don't think that, you know, the intention of this is for March or the next 30 days when you see it. So I don't know if you're actually in this clearing yet. You might have a glimpse of it, that there could be a clearing in the distance, but it's coming up very, very soon for you. So, and that goes along here with, thank you, Spirit, look at the bigger picture. Something's crumbling, that's what they're saying here. Something is crumbling away, and it could be a way of like holding yourself to this impossible standard, holding yourself to this level of perfection that is not only unattainable, but, you know, it's not healthy. Like it kind of sucks the life out of you, the joy out of things. And I heard something earlier today that resonated with me so much, and it was a video from Chloe Taylor. Again, I probably link her on every video, but Spirit was giving her, if you're not having fun, then you're missing the point. And it was kind of one of those like mind-blowing moments, you know, how sometimes we really do take life too seriously. If you take life too seriously, then you can't see the bigger picture because you're looking at one specific thing under a microscope, you know. You have to see rockets of desire. So that's something Abraham Hicks says. It's so funny, they're giving me all these different like teachers and stuff. So these are people, if you haven't heard of them, they'd be good to like look them up on YouTube. So look at the bigger picture, these rockets of desire. So what that means is these wishes that you have for your life, for your future. You're not able to kind of see like what they're giving me is like if you were in archery or something and you pull an arrow back and then the arrow goes towards the target. So naturally you're just staring at the target, right? Waiting to see where the arrow lands. If you're able to pull back from this and see that everything's kind of interconnected, you get almost like this slow slow-mo, is that the right? Like this slow view of the way the arrow moves through the wind and the air as it reaches the target, like all the little tiny, like little eccentricities or little things that made the arrow go the way that it did. You can't see that because you're focused on the target. So yeah, and we haven't even gotten to your tarot cards yet. So let's see here. Thank you, Spirit. Can you illuminate us further? Any more information about March for Capricorn, please and thank you. Ooh, I don't know if you could see that. We have the King of Cups. Okay. They're reminding me of how the kings, specifically the King of Cups, become kings in the tarot. And it was not handed to them, you know? It was not, each of these kings worked their way up and fought their way to their position by doing all the work, you know? So I think the missing component they're saying here, I think you have the drive, you have the ambition. I mean, you're a Capricorn, you're not lacking in that. You know, it's not a stereotype. I think it's a beautiful, I think it's just a beautiful part of like who your soul is, that hardworking, tenacious, steadfast person. So what they're saying is you have all that. And what might be a little bit lacking here is allowing yourself to be more receptive. And to be in that receiving energy, you have to be in a more surrendering energy, a more feminine energy. And so it's not gender specific. It's feminine energy is about receiving, you know, just like receiving intuitive hits. It has nothing to do with your gender. But I do feel as though a big part that's kind of missing here in all of this, in the big picture, is this emotional fulfillment. So where I think right now you kind of can't see beyond the fact that you're confused and maybe you feel stuck and maybe you feel like things can't go anywhere from here. I think they're asking for you to look at this in a different way. Could this be a sign? Could this be a sign from Spirit to take action on something that does fulfill you? Take action without expecting a reward. So why would you do that? You would take action without expecting a reward because it was heart-centered, because it's what you wanted to do, what your soul wanted to do. I think whatever kind of poison or vitriol is the word that I just heard, if somebody's just poisoned a workplace or an environment or a relationship or connection, maybe that is kind of your wake-up call from Spirit to take action on what is truly fulfilling to you. And I just saw 1414, and so that it reminds me of the Temperance card. The Temperance card is about balance. It's about fulfillment. Oh, wow, that's amazing. Let's see what else there is. So they are asking for you to take action on looking at, you know, your own emotions as well as well, you have to look at your own emotions to know what is going to emotionally fulfill you, basically. So doing that work, and sometimes it's painful, but you know, it's one of those things where it's like the only way out is through. So now we have, look, your card, we have the Devil in reverse. I actually really love this. Did I mention I'm using a Golden Girls tarot deck? It's my favorite. So, from my wonderful husband. Your card is the Devil card, you know, it's that Capricorn energy. But with it coming out reversed here, it actually gives me this feeling of you releasing yourself from some burden. And again, I feel like it's releasing yourself from this burden of not living up to these completely unrealistic expectations. I don't know if you set these expectations for yourself, if someone else placed them on you, if it was a combination of the two, but man, they were super unhealthy for you. And whatever this crumbling is, whatever this falling away, it's being removed from you because it was not for your highest good. I mean, this is essentially a tower. So I feel like you could be having a tower moment in your life right now. Let's get some more information here. But the Devil reversed feels so positive, and I really think you are releasing. I just heard, and this is something my father says, done is better than perfect. And I do think that there is an element here of holding yourself back some, or it could just be your thoughts, honestly, it could just be your thoughts, limiting beliefs around yourself and what you're capable of achieving, because you have not had the right people in your ear encouraging you, motivating you, assisting you on your journey. And that's very sad. I'm so sorry. Most people are still in a very like egoic place, and that's why I spend so much time doing things like this, to help people grow from that space. But we have to remember that a lot of people do operate from a very egoic place, and that can be hurtful and painful at times. So we have a few more cards here in the middle. We have Strength. Wow, 4 of Swords and 6 of Cups. So we have Sophia here with the lion, Dorothy chilling on the lanai, and Rose and Miles. I actually think Miles was a scumbag all along. What was his, Samuel Plankmaker was his name when he was running from the cheese man. Anyway, not a part of your reading, I don't think. What this tells me is you have done some really powerful releasing work. So that would be related to the Devil reversed here. Releasing for yourself some sense of obligation or perfection is what I keep getting. And it could be related to a family member. It could be related to work. I say family member, I mean, it could be any kind of relationship, you know, so since it's a general reading, however that feels for you, but you've shown an enormous amount of strength in this, towards this, and you are getting a reward coming up is what they're saying. I don't think you feel this way right now. I think right now you have a lot of swords going on through your head. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. So, you know, I feel like something is coming up that's going to allow you to set these swords down, to actually get some rest, to take a breath. Oh my gosh. Yeah, look, you're very close to achieving your goal. I'm hearing there's a silver lining here, and I don't know if that you can see it yet, but you will. Oh my gosh, look at this. The other two cards that came out, Knight of Pentacles and Ace of Pentacles. So if you've been, and I just saw 2020, if you've been struggling financially, they're specifying financially here. Something's coming in that's going to allow you to have this rest and respite, that's going to have staying power, because the Knight of Pentacles is the slowest knight in the deck. Ace of Pentacles is a literal gift from the universe. I do feel like I feel like I could confidently say you could be getting some money in the month of March that is going to put you in a much more comfortable place than you've been in a while. So that's always good news. We have a few more cards left here. We have, wow. Talk about the end of a struggle. Look at that. 10 of Wands reversed and the Ace of Swords. There's going to be some kind of judgment. Now, I don't know what that means specifically. Some kind of like things being handed down is what they're giving me. Orders. Whatever this thing is that is presented to you in the form of like a message of communication, you're going to know what that is for you. That is going to be what releases you, what finally releases you. I feel like the overall message here from Spirit is to trust that there may be something bigger going on than you are able to see right now. You're not at this clearing yet, but you will be very soon. And when you get here, they're telling me everything's going to align, make sense. You're going to be so grateful for this path that knowingly or unknowingly you took, because it allowed you to end up here in this place of full clarity and clearly abundance in many forms. I'm not gonna lie, when I started your reading, it was feeling a little doom and gloom, and I thought, oh my Lord, what am I gonna bring through here? But actually, this is very uplifting. I don't think you can see it yet, but you've already launched these rockets of desire, as Abraham Hicks says, in your mind, things that you want to create and accomplish, how you envision your future. You've already launched them. You're just, and this is so many things coming in. My grandmother used to always say, a watched pot never boils, or something like that. So while you're in this place of confusion and transition, whatever it may be, know that there is a guaranteed positive for you on the other side of this, and it does feel like it's coming quickly for you. Those were your messages, Capricorn. Thank you so much for spending your precious time with me. I'm so grateful to you and your guides, to Spirit and mine. If this reading resonated with you, I would love to hear how. There's all kinds of information on how to connect with me down below, and how to book a personal reading if you're interested in that. But most of all, I just hope that you take excellent care of yourself, and I'm so grateful for you. Please take good care of yourself, and I'll see you